Good evening, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? I'm not feeling particularly well, I'll be honest. I felt a bit sicky all day. If I stand up for too long, I feel even more sick. I've not eaten anything, I just feel a bit down. It's more commonly known as a hangover, because I was out drinking last night for my work's Christmas party. But when I got home, I felt fine when I came home. It's one of those annoying hangovers that's got worse throughout the day. When I got home, this was sat outside the front door. Now this, Electrolux Dolphin Z2230, was being thrown out at a house over the road. I saw it earlier on in the week when I was taking Eva to school, just sat outside the front door. And I didn't just take it, because we get on very well around here with the neighbours, and if it was perhaps a street or two more away, I might have been tempted, but it wasn't, so I put a note through the door, and kept an eye on it all week, and I don't think the guy was in, because he got it round today. Had a little chat with him. He says he's had it for 10 years, second hand when he got it. Sadly all the tools went in the black bin last week, so it has no tools. What we see here is what we have, and also he said the motor smokes. I think that means that the suppressor has gone. You know, the suppressor that always makes Ibasiac worry and faff around with vacuum cleaners. Electrolux are terrible for it. They're worse than Hoover, although Hoover makes a louder bang. So I have a broken Electrolux Dolphin with no tools. Have a quick look at it. It is very clean. Underneath all this superficial dirt, the actual housing is mint. Not an actual scratch on it. In fact, the worst damage I can see is that little smudge through in Dolphin. That's it for there. I've had this on a few of my other Dolphins. That bit there's cracked off. You can see that's what it should look like there. So that's cracked off. There's a bit of plaster there, which is a bit weird. Whatever. It is soaking wet because it's been outside. It's a very cold night here. It's 10:30 now. It's been outside all week, and I brought it in to film it, so it is covered in condensation. I'm sorry, mate. It's going to go back out in the garden afterwards, I'll be honest. Let's have a look at the serial number. So Z2230, the product number. That, I think, Chris Parker always tells me about these. I'll have to post up and check. But Chris Parker, is that November 1991, 11/1? I think it might be. It's number 1066. I've no idea what number my other Z2230 is, I'll be honest. It's been up in the loft a fair old while. So, it looks very tidy. The post motor filter, I presume that wasn't ever white. I think that's always been black. Must be a carbony one. I've only got white ones. I've only seen white ones. That fits on there very nicely. Does have all three of its tools, which is immensely good. Always need spare Dolphin tools. Let's have a quick look at them. We have the upholstery brush, which is missing part of its litter picker, sadly. So I'm going to take that off and clean it up and leave it be. A very tidy, once I pull that little bit of dust off, dusting brush, that's very tidy. And a crevice tool, which again actually seems quite nice. Normally they're all scuffed up and scratched and whatnot, where they get ran down the side and stuff, but that's very clean indeed. Can't work out if it's shorter than it should be, or if it's just got a bit of extra space in the tool tray. Who knows? Oh, excuse me, I smoked too much last night. In here, there doesn't seem to be a pre-motor filter, but the bag is very new. That's brand new. That's never been used. I think it'll be fit to use after it's been in the shed a while. I don't honestly know, but I do have several packets of genuine Dolphin bags, so that's not too bad. So yeah, my plan, I'll be honest with this, is to go and get my other Z2230 down. There'll be a video of it on my YouTube channel from when I refurbished it last year, because the lid on my other one had a sticker which was all rubbished when I got it, and I peeled it off, and the machine has faded. As you can see through the sticker where it's faded. So my vague plan is to make one good Z2230 out of this machine and my other machine, because also on the lid, I think it's on the cord rewind, half of that's all worn off the same way that that's worn off there. So I think I probably won't do it before Christmas. You know me, I probably won't do it next year. But my plan is going to be to reshell my very good existing Z2230 and make this one the good one, whatever bits it is. We've also got another white Dolphin in the shed that is very much not great. It runs. I scratched one of these because it had missing body parts and it was a weird colour blue, which is a shame because it was lovely, but it was missing the tool door. So I do have another Dolphin which hasn't made it into the loft yet, and it could do with maybe the parts from my other one on it because it's proper battered. It's also missing parts of its speed control, but the problem with this is that this speed control is electronic. There is a little circuit board that sits behind there. My other one in the shed has like a pulley system behind it, so you slide it and it turns cogs and then adjust the speed with a normal potentiometer. I might be able to retrofit the kit for this in it. We'll have to see. So yeah, my basic plan is I'm going to break this for spares. That doesn't seem to work very well, but A, it's stone cold, but it might not work very well anyway. So there we go. Very nice. So I potted around with that. Then I looked underneath it, and I did see this pack of bags for one. They're Electrolux parts. But if we have a look inside, look. Oh, I hadn't seen that. Ooh. Ignore that for a second. What I had seen was this. There's the instruction manual for a Dolphin, for this Dolphin. The original guarantee card for a Dolphin. And a little extra doodah about service bits and pieces. So basically my plan is I shall make whatever Z2230 I make mint will have all this paperwork with it. I do have an instruction manual that I bought off eBay for my Z2265 4x4 electronic, because these manuals cover both, which is quite handy. You'll see there, that's the handle that I've got with me electronic, and that's the handle that would have come with the normal hose on these. So yeah, there's all the doobry buttons for it. There's the buttons for the normal one. And there's the Super Boost. This has both. So that's very good. A little bit tatty, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers. There is an instruction book on eBay still. I keep meaning to buy it, but I never quite had the money when I come to do it. Here's the guarantee. Never been filled out, but sadly, unlike the earlier Hoover ones, it's not chassis stamped. On the Hoover ones, there was always a sticker, always printed on them, that corresponded with the machine serial number. My Vax 121 actually as well has its matching box. No one's filled it out, from September 1990. And then this is a list of all the service centres. One in Oxford. Don't know if that's still there anymore. It doesn't say where it is. Oxford's certainly not 0993 anymore. I think that's probably the closest one. Oh, it does say that. It's if aside. Whitney, God, that's miles away. Miles and miles away. Well, in comparison, it's about 30 miles. That's my nearest. So what else is in here? We have a post motor filter and a bag. That'll be for the Electrolux parts. There's also a brand new sealed out packet of, from the British Red Cross, look, for 99p for the Electrolux automatic range. If anybody needs a packet of bags for their ones of those, give me a shout. I'll pop them in the post. I haven't got one of these. I think I've got a few other packs of them in the shed as well. One of the Bactrostat to inhibit the growth of germs, bacteria, mould and mildew. Well, if you have a bag in your Hoover for long enough for it to grow fecking mould, you're doing something wrong. It fits an Electrolux tank. I don't know what the glue will be like. I've got lots of, in fact, their Electrolux part, Aquamaster HA-team bags, which is great because I use my Aquamaster a lot. It's my dirty John vacuum, but I've had a few bags where the glue has failed, so I might as well just use it bagless. I didn't see this, so this is, I don't know if it's genuine or not. I can't see anything to say. I'm not opening it. I think I have a dead one of these, but this is new and sealed. This is the Electrolux air freshener. I can't show you because it hasn't got its filter, but on the pre-motor filter, there's a little pocket that these sit in. So I don't know if it's genuine. I'm not going to open it in case it is. If anybody's ever seen one of these from back in the day, please comment, but that's very good. So that can go with that stuff, which is good. I'll put those with it as well, but I've got to say, I bulk bought lots of genuine stuff from Qualtex and eBay over the years, so I have 6 packets of genuine. Look, that's still turned on. Let's turn that off. So I've got plenty of spares, which is good. They can go for whatever. They'll go in the shed until somebody wants them. So all in all, not bad for free. If you ever see a vacuum cleaner being thrown out, sod it, knock on the door and ask. What's the worst they're going to say? Mate, it was quite interesting that I wanted it, actually. And I'm glad I didn't just take it, because this wasn't sat by it. He's obviously gone and found these, because he knew he had them, and given them to me. If I'd have just swiped that on Wednesday morning when I first saw it, I'd just have a dead Electrolux Dolphin that I would have turned on in the house, pooed my pants, when it bellowed out smoke, and lobbed it back in the bin. So always ask, or put a note through the door if you live locally enough, so he's just overlooked green. So there we go, you shall see this again. I shall do an update video when I make my other Z2230 a bit more minty. So thank you very much for watching my bin find vacuum cleaner, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.